Good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellencies, colleagues, friends, thank you very much for attending this very important session on the rights of older people at the Palais des Nations. Thank you very much for those many who are joining online. And from the outset, really, thank you very much for all the technicians, for the NGO liaison unit of the Palais des Nations, and for the interpreters for facilitating the interpretation into French to reach our French-speaking audience, in particular in Switzerland and in Geneva, that have been extremely supportive for us. I don't know you, but the UN days and the UN of older persons, to me, it's not really a commemoration. It's an opportunity for recognition and for action. There are so many dire situations in so many fields around the world that we have really very little to celebrate. But we can evaluate and we can take action. This is really a very important time in Geneva. It has been perceived as a starting point for many. Many of you participated in activities in Kenya, in Nairobi, in the NGO preparation for the Summit of the Future. And we were a little bit concerned, in particular when addressing issues of older people. I thought, and we thought, many of us, we thought that the issues on future generations will be addressing only issues of young people. And in Kenya, we were optimistic because in many of the sessions, young people said, wait a minute, we are the older people of the future. So whatever you're discussing concerns us. But of course, you have witnessed what happened in New York, and the story is completely different. It's not really the same. Beyond the almost heroic efforts of many NGOs, of many member states, of many ups and downs in the drafting of text and documents, older peoples are almost not mentioned. Just one little mention in a little annex. So we are in a really very important moment after the decision of closing the open-ended working group on older persons in New York and the resolution of the General Assembly. Actually, we have a mandate that we think we have a responsibility to follow up the agenda and to make of this new day of recognition a day of action, start a new set of actions that will make concrete the right of older persons in the world. So I hope that at the end of this session, we will all be convinced that there is a way forward, that we can all contribute, and that this is a new, fresh start. We should not be pessimistic. I think there's a new opening that in front of us to start a new way. So to face this, we have prepared this commemoration of the UN Day of Older People in three parts. First, with two ambassadors who have been at the forefront of the lobbying and the actions on older people's rights. Then we were going to have a panel discussion, and then we have very short interventions. But we will start with three important messages, really very short, but I think that they are powerful. I hope that you will agree with me after hearing them. One, of course, is of the High Commissioner, Mr. Volker Turk. The second one is by Claudia Mahler, that you all know, the independent expert. And the third one is of an older person herself,